Ah! This is trashing on stuff that breaks! Ah! You piece of crap!
This crash out is brought to you by Civilian Expedition Outfitters. We recently restocked and even brought in a brand new sticker design featuring my Draco. These stickers are extremely high quality. They'll attach to just about anything. So if you want to support the channel and support the mission, hit that up in the description. Thank you.
Yeah, so I was just gonna shoot some B-roll and then get into the normal video, which I guess is now this video if it's not too windy. This is the Heritage Rough Rider in 22. I have owned this specific gun for going on about 2 years now. When you go to any gun store in this country, or frankly, any store that sells handguns, this is almost not only gonna be available, but it's gonna be the cheapest gun in the store. You can pick these up for like, gosh, 140 bucks, 150 bucks right now. So if you're looking for any handgun at all, this is probably going to be your cheapest option. Oh my gosh. Okay, that was my bad. The safety bar was on. So we'll just get into one of the features real quick. Safety bar here. So obviously, if you drop the hammer while the safety bar is up, it's not going to hit the firing pin there. So we're going to go ahead and drop it and let it go. Miss. There we go. I'm gonna back up a little. I felt a little bit of that lead. Felt a little bit of that lead. This gun shoots pretty high. There we go. Yeah, and listen, when it works, it's kind of fun. And unloading a single action revolver like this, one of these single action army clones, it's a lot of fun because you're rotating the cylinder, you're moving the rod. There's a lot of interaction between you and the gun. It's kind of like how a lot of AR guys are getting into the AK, not because the AK is better, but because the AK platform's a lot more manual, right? It's like a manual transmission. People are getting into revolvers, I'm noticing, and I think revolvers are really gonna pick up within the next 5 years. Not because they're more effective, right? Like, no one sane is gonna argue that a revolver is more effective than a semi-automatic in almost any circumstance. But it is a lot more fun. There's a lot more interaction between the shooter and the gun. And so if you're going shooting primarily as a hobby first, a gun like this makes a lot of sense. Okay, see? The gun didn't go off. This has been happening a lot. I've been shooting 2 different types of 22 through this. I've been shooting Federal, copper jacket, and then Federal. This is sort of like the bulk stuff, the lead nose. The lead nose stuff doesn't really work well in semi-autos, but there's really no reason it shouldn't work well through something like this. Of course, the copper jacket stuff typically works a lot better in just about any 22 anyway. But as you can see, the gun failed to go off. Now, what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna let the gun go through the cylinder, and I guarantee you it's gonna go off a second time. Watch. Oh, never mind, the gun's locking up. Okay, there we go. Okay, spent. One off again. Okay. Dude, it's such like a hazard to hit a rimfire cartridge and for it to not go off all the way. I don't know why that's happening. I've had to have this gun warrantied twice, and I paid shipping both times. Now, if you don't know about Heritage, they're owned by Taurus. So I'm pretty sure these are at least assembled in the United States. It says Georgia on the side here, but if you don't know, Taurus is a Brazilian firearms company. Okay, now I'm trying to bring it to half cock. There we go, jeez. Yeah, and what's happened is I've had the trigger go dead twice, and so that's why I had to have it warrantied. And so I had to mail it out to wherever they are to have the warranty done on this. And so I've spent an extra 60 bucks on a $150 gun. So I've spent $210 on this gun in actuality. And if you do the math, that's as much as a Ruger Wrangler. Now, I've never shot or handled a Ruger Wrangler, but I am very well aware that Ruger is known for making some of the most indestructible, highest quality, just in terms of, you know, durability and build quality, firearms in the world. But I guarantee you that very, very few people have ever had to have their Ruger Wrangler warrantied. Whereas this, I am absolutely sure I am not the first person to need a warranty service on one of these suckers. Now, the Heritage revolvers are pretty attractive, at least on the surface, because they come in so many different flavors. They make a 16-inch barreled one, which is, you know, more of a meme than anything else, obviously. They make them in all sorts of different barrel lengths, different grip styles. This is the 6-inch model, which in my mind, if you're not gonna conceal carry the handgun, if it's really an open carry or, you know, range only firearm, then there's no reason not to get the longest barrel possible, just to help out with velocity, of course. Okay, hold on. Okay, now it's sticky again. Do you see this? Like, I was really hoping it wouldn't clog up so I could at least get one video of this, because I want to make like a full, proper like review, but look, I can't even cock the hammer back. This is total shit. I hate this thing. Look at that, man. Listen, debatably, you know, a gun like this, you could use it for self-defense. I guess you could really use any gun for self-defense if you wanted to, as long as it works. That includes like muskets. But here's the thing, if your gun doesn't work, it's gonna get you killed. Now, if 150, 140 bucks is all you can afford to spend on a firearm, you know, you really can't afford for that gun not to work when you need it. Dude, do you see that? It drives me crazy. We'll go through again. And here's the thing, I don't think it's an ammo problem, because I've been putting all this exact same ammo through my Beretta Bobcat, and I haven't had any problems to fire. I really think it is this gun. I don't know if the hammer's just too weak or what, but man, that is just totally unacceptable. Yeah, man, I really want this thing to work, man, but I'm not gonna pay to have it warrantied again. You know, so I don't know what I'm gonna do with it, because it's not good enough to incorporate into any kind of piece of kit, you know? Are you kidding me? What a piece of shit, man. Dude, 2 in a row. Is the transfer bar? No, the transfer bar is down. See? That's a transfer bar on. And that's a transfer bar off. Okay, am I retarded or something? Okay, there we go. Okay. Okay. What a piece of shit, man. Let me just empty this before I throw it in rage. Empty. We all confirm that's empty? Ah! Hate it. Oh, it's pointing right at me. Great. Ugh, what a dumbass freaking piece of garbage gear. Here's the thing, I can already hear some of the comments. It's 150 bucks. What do you expect? Well, here's the thing. If your gun doesn't work, I don't care if it's 30 bucks. I don't care if it's $1. If it doesn't work, don't sell it! Listen, in the United States, we really do have a need for cheap firearms, okay? Everything's $1 trillion billion. You know, inflation's going up, taxes are up, rent's going up, internet bills are going up, insurance is going up, and whatever tiny amount is left that we get to spend on firearms, it better freaking work. Oh, I forgot to mention, see this rod right here where I can eject empty shell casings? Yeah, I had to super glue this on because when I was shooting this at the gun range, it popped off the front. What a piece of crap! I love cheap stuff, okay? I'm not an elitist. That car is 1,500 bucks, okay? I love cheap stuff. This is not trashing on cheap stuff. This is trashing on stuff that breaks! Ah! You piece of crap! Ah! Hey, look, it fell off again. Well, all right, I think that about covers my review of the Heritage Rough Rider. Overall, a really high quality, really well built firearm. Hope you guys really enjoyed the content. If you did, leave a like. If you really like this content, leave a comment down below. I'd love to hear your thoughts. What do you think of the Heritage Rough Rider overall? I mean, I couldn't imagine a better gun. Truly. Oh, can I take this off? Please help the channel by buying a sticker at Civilian Expedition Outfitters down below. I'd love to buy a gun that doesn't totally suck. So thank you guys. I think I'm gonna go home now and relax. I'm gonna listen to the Bible read by Joshua Graham. That's a sick YouTube video, by the way. It's not even made by me, but I'll leave a link to that down below in case you need to calm down too. This gun's unacceptable, guys. Don't buy this.